Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Benanin, and for today's video I wanted to show you my full skincare routine. So I'll be talking about my morning skincare and my evening skincare, and I'm going to talk through all of the products that I'm using. Basically, I met with my dermatologist a few months ago. After speaking with her, she prescribed me with 2 acne treatments. The first one is this clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide gel. It looks like this, and this is a topical gel that you're supposed to use in the morning every single day. Clindamycin is actually an antibiotic that is used to treat infections. So it works by slowing or stopping the growth of bacteria that causes acne, and it also decreases swelling. Another benefit of clindamycin is it actually helps to reduce post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It doesn't really help to treat dark spots. It kind of reduces the inflammation that would cause the dark spots. The other ingredient in here is the 5% benzoyl peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide is really good if you have oily skin, which I do. It has a very mild drying effect, which reduces excess oil production, and it kills acne causing bacteria beneath the skin. And then the second thing that she prescribed me with is tretinoin, and this is a 0.1% tretinoin cream. Again, is a topical cream, but you use it at night. So this is in my nighttime skincare routine. Tretinoin is a vitamin A derivative. It's also known as retin-A. So tretinoin helps to treat acne, sun damage, and fine wrinkles. It just helps to slough off all of that dead skin that you have, and makes your skin look younger and more rejuvenated and healthier and smoother. There's just so many benefits with tretinoin if you use it right, okay? So I'll show you guys exactly how I use these 2 products and how I've sort of simplified my skincare routine for morning and evening and how things have been working. Good morning. So we're gonna start out with morning skincare. Please ignore my extremely crusty morning voice and crusty morning face. This is truly what I look like and sound like when I wake up. This is what my skin is looking like fresh out of bed with last night's skincare on. And my eyes are still crusty. Wow, that's disgusting. I have a few spots here from breakouts from when Mother Nature arrived, and they're kind of going away. I still deal with scarring, so I'm working on that, but this is what my skin is looking like right away in the morning. So we're gonna start out with cleanser. I do my acne treatment, I moisturize, and then sunscreen. That is it. So for my cleanser, I use the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. It is pretty gentle. It has niacinamide, which helps to calm the skin, and it's non-comedogenic, which means it's not going to clog your pores. This one is fragrance free, and it's extremely gentle. So I start out with some water on my face. So I'm gonna do that. There. I use lukewarm water, and then I just take a pump of the product and I really work it into my face. I know some people do the 1-minute rule. I don't have a timer. I just do it until I feel like it's clean. And I don't scrub too hard. It looks like I'm scrubbing hard, but I'm barely touching my face right now. I try to get as close to my hairline as possible. I also do under my chin. Don't miss that spot. I will bring it down to my neck a little bit. Okay, I have washed. So to dry, I use a paper towel. I just rip it in half and use a quarter of it and save the other quarter for later. I used to dry my face my body towel, which is a no-no. You have a bunch of bacteria on there. You don't want that on your face. So I use a paper towel now, and I don't even fully dry. I just slightly pat to get most of the water off, but I still want water on there for when I moisturize. But I go in with my clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide gel. This was prescribed from my dermatologist, and it helps to target acne. So this is what the product looks like. It's just this white gel, and a little bit goes a long way. I take that much. That's all I'm using, maybe a little bit more. Like that. That is all the product that I'm using. I dab it on my face, and I don't like to get this under my eyes, but I get it everywhere else, all over my face. Make sure to get underneath here. Okay, so I did my acne treatment. My next step is to moisturize. I use the this like very cheap generic version of the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This is actually the Up and Up like Target version. So just their daily moisturizing lotion. I like this one because it's lightweight, oil-free, hypoallergenic. So basically my dermatologist just told me to find a moisturizer that's going to be light and gentle with no extra frou-frou stuff. So this is the one that I went with, and it's extremely cheap. You can just find it at Target. You don't need any like super expensive lotions or whatever, unless you just enjoy that. That's up to you. So this one is, it says it's for normal to dry skin. I have oily skin, but I have still been liking it because it just gives me the right amount of moisture, and then I go in with a lighter, like mattifying sunscreen. And again, my face is still kind of damp. I mean, it's kind of drying because I'm talking a lot, but when I'm normally doing this, it's like back to back, and my skin is a little bit more damp so that I can help to trap in some of that water. So I'm gonna take a little bit more and apply it to my neck. Okay, so the next step is sunscreen. This is very important, very important. If you are doing all the other things and you're not wearing sunscreen, you might as well not be doing anything, okay? It's like pointless. Sunscreen is really important, especially if you are someone that struggles with acne, hyperpigmentation, any of that. You need to be protecting your skin, because if you're like me and you get a breakout, that breakout turns into a dark spot. That dark spot will stay there for years because it takes forever to get rid of. But if you wear sunscreen, it will help to protect that spot so that it can heal and recover faster, and you can get rid of it a lot quicker when you're not dealing with like the sun's rays coming in to make it even darker and even more stubborn to get rid of. So it's also very important that everybody wears sunscreen. Everybody, listen to me. Turn your volume up on your headphones or on your computer. Listen to me. You need to wear your sunscreen, okay? Okay, that's enough of that. Currently the one that I've been using, as of right now, I say that because I test out a lot of sunscreens, and I like to adjust my sunscreens based off of the weather, based off of what my skin is doing, based off of, you know, if I'm having a lot of breakouts, if my skin is more on the dry side, am I going swimming, am I staying inside? I kind of adjust depending on how I'm feeling. But currently I've been liking the Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte formula. My little logo has rubbed off, so you can't even tell what it is, but it is the Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte. This is their broad spectrum SPF 45. I like this one because it's very sheer and it's very lightweight. There's no scent to it. It basically feels like you have nothing on. One thing I want to note is the pump on this sucks. Like, I love the formula, hate the packaging, but they have recently went in and actually changed their packaging, so it's going to look a little bit different if you go into the store looking for it. So I follow the 2-finger method, and I want about 2 fingers worth of product. Rub it in, and that's basically it for my morning skincare. This takes me like 5 minutes, not even. I look a little bit shiny, but it does dry down pretty semi-matte, so I won't look this glowy when I go out, but I'm not even mad at it. Look at the glow. That is it for my morning routine. This is what my skin is looking like, and yeah, that is it. I will see you guys in the evening. All right, so it is evening, so I'm going to show you guys my skincare evening routine. I am wearing a little bit of makeup today, so we're gonna start out with our oat cleansing balm. It's gonna look real ghetto, but let me explain, okay? So I've been using this Inkyless Oat Cleansing Balm for some time now. I already did a full review on it, and I have just been trying to finish it. I like it, but I don't love it. So I haven't decided if I'll be repurchasing it, but until then, I'm gonna use all of it, hence why I cut it in half. But this is the Inkyless Oat Cleansing Balm. I use this to take off my makeup and sunscreen, and as you can see, I have used pretty much the entire bottle. There's still some product there. I cut it open because I hate throwing things away when I could use this a couple more times. Like, what the heck? I like to do it on dry skin, so I take a good amount of it, warm it up in my hand, and then I apply it directly to my skin. This really helps to take off makeup, take off sunscreen, and I like to use it as like a double cleanse, so this will be my first cleanse. make sure to get my eyes. That's like the most important spot. And I like that it's gentle enough, and it actually does a really good job of taking off waterproof makeup, waterproof sunscreen, mascara. Okay, now that I've rubbed it for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of water to it, and that will help to really emulsify all of the things on my face. The thing with the cleansing balm, you want to make sure it turns into this like white, you know, where it's mixing in with the makeup and all your products and it's emulsifying before you wash it off. It's very gentle. I believe the main ingredient is old kernel oil. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this off really quick. All right, I've rinsed it off. Next, I'm gonna go in with that same cleanser that I used this morning, which is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. So I want to get a good pump of that and work it into wet skin. Honestly, usually I do like my oat cleansing balm and my face wash in the shower. I just prefer to shower at night, and it's easier to do it in there. I know some people are like, no, don't wash your face in the shower, but I feel like if you are not taking like showers with super hot water and just using like lukewarm water on your face, I think it's fine. I mean, that's just me though, but for the sake of recording this video, I am doing it at the sink tonight. But on a typical night, I would do this in the shower. Make sure we're getting around our eyes too. And now I'm just gonna rinse all of this off. I'm gonna take my paper towel again and dry my face. All right, so my face is semi-dry. My next step is to use my moisturizer. This is a different one. This one is the Vanny Cream Moisturizing Cream. This is a very thick moisturizer, like thick. And I like that for nighttime because I feel like I need a little bit more help with like my skin barrier. So this is for sensitive skin. This one was also recommended by my dermatologist because I was experiencing some dryiness from my tretinoin cream that I'll show you in a little bit. So this is a very thick, non-greasy moisturizing cream. She thick, okay? So I like to rub that all into my face. All right, so I have my moisturizer on, and she's thick. She's kind of sticky too, not gonna lie, but I don't mind because she's really been helping me with my dryness. And then my last step, which is my final step, is the tretinoin cream. This is a 0.1% tretinoin that was prescribed to me by my dermatologist. Tretinoin is a really great product, but you need to use it correctly. So the trick is to start slow and gradually increase how much you use. I did not listen when my dermatologist was like, literally like, go as slow as possible. I was like, let me jump right into it. And I ended up with dryness all here and a lot of excess peeling and irritation that I could have avoided. This is how you actually apply it. So you want to start out with using the tretinoin about like every 3 or 4 days. And then as your skin builds up a tolerance to it, then you can start using it more. So I started out with every 3 days, and I actually did that for like a good month before going to every 2 days. And now I'm able to do it every single night. And in case you didn't notice, if you've seen tretinoin being used around YouTube or whatever, you'll notice that some people put it directly on their skin and then they put their moisturizer on. I like to do moisturizer, then tretinoin. This has been key for me because my skin is extremely sensitive to products, especially tretinoin. So my dermatologist suggested that I wear moisturizer and then put the tretinoin on top of it. So I have a little bit of a barrier between my skin and the tretinoin, and that will help to like reduce irritation and all that extra peeling, and that has really been helping. I didn't do that for like the first month, and there was just way too much sensitivity for me, so she recommended doing it this way, and apparently it still works. Like the tretinoin is still able to do its job when done in that order, but it does reduce the amount of sensitivity that you have. So I do my moisturizer and then I put my tretinoin on top. Another thing about tretinoin is you need to make sure that you avoid like your sensitive areas. So you do not want to apply it like anywhere really close to your lips. Your lips will start peeling and all around your mouth will begin to get like super dry. Believe me, you don't want to end up looking like this, okay? And then also you want to avoid the corners of your eyes and your neck because your skin there is just a lot thinner and a lot more sensitive. So to help with that, I actually use Vaseline. This is just regular Vaseline. All I do is I apply it to my lips and then I spread it out kind of around the corners of my lips and the top of my lip and underneath, just so I have a little bit of a more of a barrier so the tretinoin isn't like running off to that area. I also apply a little dab of Vaseline to the corner of my eyes, and then I like to do the top of my eyes because I find I am sensitive there too. And then lastly, I like to put it on the corner of my nose because I'm also a little bit sensitive there and it gets really dry, and then like the front of my nose like that. That little trick itself has been super helpful to avoid irritation. So when I do the tretinoin, you just need the smallest amount. Like when they say pea size, they literally mean a pea size, you know? So literally pea size, that is it. That is all you need. I rub it into my fingers and then I kind of like pat it all over my face so I get like an even layer. Again, I'm avoiding my mouth. I do go to like the bottom of my chin right here, but that's about as high as I get. And then I want to make sure I am getting my cheeks, get the sides of my face. Again, I do not want this on my neck. I did that once and I will never do it again. My neck was so dry and cracky, and like even to like turn my head, the skin just felt so tight there. So don't get it there. And then also make sure I get all of my forehead. One other trick that I found that helps my skin is to make sure that I'm putting on my skincare maybe like an hour before I get to bed instead of right before I get to bed, because all that stuff that I put on my face is basically just gonna go right to my pillowcase. So I like to give it some time to sit on my skin before I go to sleep. So this is basically what I've been doing to try to treat my acne, my dark spots, and just clear my skin, because your girl is trying to glow for the summer, you know? So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Again, this is not a replacement for going to see a dermatologist because your skin may be different from mine. So I would definitely recommend going in to speak to a professional. I have a follow-up appointment like mid-June, so I will update you guys on if anything changes, but this is what I've been using for the last couple of months. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I can't even talk. Subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.